Siddhara Sadushi Shivan, His Divine Grace, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Raj, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai, Namacharya Srila Haridasa Koti Ki Jai, Shri Rup Sanatan Bhadaragana, Shri Jeev Gopaladas Ragana, Shad Goswami Rupa Ki Jai, Prem Jago, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Pranityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasudeva Gaur, Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai, Shri Radha Krishna, Gopa Gopinath, Shamakan, Radhakan, Giri Govardhan Ki Jai, Mathuradam Ki Jai, Vrindavadam Ki Jai, Mayapur Dham Ki Jai, Navadvip Dham Ki Jai, Vignath Puri Dham Ki Jai, Ayodhya Dham Ki Jai, ISKCON Ljubljana Ki Jai, Gangamai Ki Jai, Gangamai Ki Jai, Srimati Bhakti Devi Ki Jai, Srimati Tulsi Devi Ki Jai, Shri Panchatattva Ki Jai, Shri Gauranitai Ki Jai, Gopramanande Haro, Gadadhar Pandit Mahahosava Appearance Day Ki Jai, Panchatattva Ki Jai, Gopramanande Haro, glories to Slavas of Rani Bhakti, Slavas of Rani Bhakti, Slavas of Rani Bhakti, Slava Shri Gurui, Shri Gauranga.
Hare Krišna. Jarada Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjanaya Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjanaya Yamuna Tira Vanacharya Yamuna Tira Vanacharya Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamunatira Vanacharya Yamunatira Vanacharya Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya Ashtatarashata Shishimat His Divine Grace Shila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, we're reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, chapter 8, prayers by Queen Kunti, text number 6. Ya Jaitva Vashvamedastvam Tribirutama Kalpakai Tadyasha Pavanam Dikshu Shatamanyo Rivatanot Yajayitva Shvamedaistam Tribirutama Kalpakai Tadyashah Pavanam Dikshu Shatamanyor Yaivatanot Yajayitva Shvamedaistam Tribirutama Kalpakai Rashapavanam Dikshu Shatamanyor Ivatanot Yajayitva Shvarmedaistam Tribirutama Kalpakai Tadyasha Pavanam Dikshu Shatamanyor Ivatanot Yajayitva Shvarmedaistam Virutama Kalpakai Tadyasha Pavanam Dikshu Shatamanyor Ivatanot Yajayitva Shvamedaistam Virutama Kalpakai Tadyasha Pavanam Dikshu Shatamanyor Ivatanot. Okay, Matajis. Yajayitva Shmamedastam Virutama Kalpakai Tadyasha Pavanam Dikshu Shatamanyorivatanot. Okay, Yajayitva. By performing Ashvamedai, yagya in which a horse is sacrificed. Tam, him, King Yudhishthira. Tribi, three. Uttama, best. Kalpakai, supplied with proper ingredients and performed by able priests. Tat, death. Yashaha, fame. Pavanam, virtuous. Dikshu, all directions. Shatamanyo, Indra, who performed 100 such sacrifices. Iva, like. Atanot, spread. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Lord Shri Krishna caused 3 well-performed Ashvamedha yagyas, horse sacrifices, to be conducted by Maharaj Yudhishthira, and thus caused his virtuous fame to be glorified in all directions, like that of Indra, who had performed 100 such sacrifices. Purport. This is something like the preface to the performance of Ashvamedha Yagya by Maharaj Yudhishthira. The comparison of Maharaj Yudhishthira to the King of Heaven is significant. The King of Heaven is... Okay. The King of Heaven is thousands and thousands of times greater than Maharaj Yudhishthira in opulence. Yet the fame of Maharaj Yudhishthira was not less. The reason is that Maharaj Yudhishthira was a pure devotee of the Lord, and by his grace only was King Yudhishthira on the level of the King of Heaven, even though he performed only 3 yagyas, whereas the King of Heaven performed hundreds. That is the prerogative of the devotee of the Lord. The Lord is equal to everyone, but a devotee of the Lord is more glorified because he is always in touch with the All-Great. The sun rays are equally distributed, but still there are some places which are always dark. This is not due to the sun, but to the receptive power. Similarly, those who are 100% devotees of the Lord get the full-fledged mercy of the Lord, which is always equally distributed everywhere. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Shrimate Praladananda Swami Niti Namine. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Sarasvate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nivishesha Shnevadi Pashityade Shatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. So Lord Krishna likes his devotees to be glorified. So he's doing many things to have them glorified. Also in Bhagavad Gita, at some point Lord Krishna says to Arjuna, all these people are already dead. So you have options. Option 1, you kill them and you get glorified. On option 2, someone else will kill them. They will be killed somehow else, no problem. But because Arjuna is a great devotee, Lord Krishna says, yes, this is already done, it's done by me, but I want you to be glorified. So, just do it and get glorified. So Krishna says the same thing in the 9th chapter. He says, I envy no one, nor I am partial to anyone. I am equal to all. But whoever renders service unto me in devotion is a friend, is in me, and I am also a friend to him. So the point that also Srila Prabhupada makes in this verse is that everyone gets an equal opportunity. Everyone, you can act in any way you like. In Ramayana, there is this episode when Vibhishan is coming to surrender to Lord Ramachandra. He's not coming from a great family. He's the brother of Ravana, Karna. Devotees of Lord Ramachandra are a bit skeptic, let's call it like that. They're looking, this is Rakshasa. He comes to surrender to you, and it must be a trap. It must be something, some trick must be there. And Lord Ramachandra says, no, he came. Don't worry, he came to surrender. And then he makes a very interesting affirmation. He says, if one surrenders unto me sincerely, saying, my Lord, from this day I am fully surrendered unto you, I always give him protection. That is my vow. And then he says, let him either be Vibhishan or even Ravana himself. So this is an example how the Lord is impartial, actually. Everyone gets equal opportunities. Even Ravana has an opportunity. Yes, for now, in his life as Ravana, he doesn't act exactly like a devotee, but if he changes his consciousness, then Lord Ramachandra, Lord Krishna will accept him. Yes, okay, now you're a devotee, perfect, nice. No grudges, as they say. And so everyone has an opportunity. We also have Jagai and Madai. Jagai and Madai, they are not exactly the best devotees before. So we know, they were doing all kind of sinful activities, killing brahmanas. Like every day they were killing some brahmanas. And they, by the mercy of Lord Nityananda, they reformed their consciousness. And when they act differently, Lord Chaitanya says, yeah, no problem. Now your devotees, perfect. We treat you differently. So, people were so shocked. One of the instruction, Madai got this, that was to build this ghat on the bay of the Ganges and help people take a bath in the Ganges. And he did that, and he was so nice to people, and because he actually changed his consciousness. And everyone who would come to see the new Madai, but they were also a bit skeptic, they were coming on, okay, is he really changed? Is he really different? But no, he was a different person. So Lord Krishna treated him differently. He said, okay, no problem. Lord Chaitanya in this case. So the point is that the Lord gives an opportunity to everyone. So we can become divine, we can become devotees, or we can become demons. That's our free will. And Lord Krishna will respond accordingly. It's not that he has some people who says, yeah, this person, doesn't matter what he does. He'll go to hell because I don't like his face. Or something. No, everyone has an opportunity. But of course, at the same time, it depends on us how we want to use this opportunity. We have an opportunity, but Krishna responds according to us. There's this verse, Yatamam prapadante tam stataiva bhajamyaham mamavart manumante manusha sarva parta sarva shaha. It says, as all surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. So it's it's up to us, it's up to everyone, according to their consciousness and their mentality, and how they surrender to Krishna, Lord Krishna will respond accordingly. We want to be great devotees, no problem. Krishna is very happy. We want to be demons, no problem. Krishna also will respond appropriately, usually through his material nature. As Srila Prabhupada says in the purport, that the sun is equal to everyone. So the sun rays are available everywhere. But if you build a roof that the sun doesn't get in, what can be done? So this also means something else. This partiality of Lord Krishna towards his devotees. There's this example in Srimad Bhagavatam with Durvasa Muni and Ambarish Maharaj. So we know the story. Probably everyone knows the story. Okay. Ambarish Maharaj was doing this Ekadashi vow, and he had to break the fast. And Durvasa Muni came just when he had to break the fast. And Ambarish Maharaj wanted to offer him some prasadam because Durvasa Muni is a Brahmana. So Durvasa Muni said, yeah, no problem, I just go take my bath. And he's not coming back, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. And Ambarish Maharaj has to break the fast. So he takes some water, which is not breaking the fast, or is breaking the fast, just to break the fast, because it's some austerity he performed for the pleasure of the Lord. So he said, okay, it's good. And then Durvasa Muni comes and he's very angry. Oh, you invite me for prasadam and then you eat before me? What's this? So, little angry, he creates a demon, and who attacks Ambarish Maharaj. And because Ambarish Maharaj is a great devotee, the Sudarshan Chakra is there to protect him, and kills the demon and starts chasing Durvasa Muni. So Durvasa Muni starts running and tries to find some shelter. And first somehow he gets to Lord Brahma, and he says, "You are Lord Brahma, maybe you can help me." He said, No, Sudarshan Chakra, no, sorry, we can't help you. And then he goes to to Kailash and meets Lord Shiva and takes shelter of Lord Shiva. "You are all powerful, maybe you can help me." And he says, No, sorry, can't help you. Sudarshan Chakra, no problem, no big problem. And then it's interesting, he goes to Vaikuntha. And he goes, you have to have some ability to go to Vaikuntha. And so he goes to Vaikuntha and he meets Lord Narayan. And he meets Lord Narayan and he says, you meet the Lord, he says, finally someone who can do something about Sudarshan Chakra. This is his chakra. So he must be able to do something. So he says, Durvasa Muni says, "Oh my Lord, O Supreme Controller, without knowledge of your unlimited prowess, I have offended your most dear devotee. Very kindly save me from the reaction of this offense. You can do everything. For even if a person is fit for going to hell, you can deliver him simply by awakening within his heart the holy name of your Lordship." Says, "You're Lord Narayan, you can do everything, so you can do something about Sudarshan Chakra." And what does Lord Narayan says? Forget it. Yeah.
Now I'm under the control of my devotees.
Yeah, exactly. So Lord Narayan said, "Sorry, I can't help you." Which sounds strange, like the Supreme Lord. He says, you go to the Supreme Lord and he says, "I can't do anything. I'm sorry." Like, what? You're the Supreme Lord? Yes. And can you help? No, I can't do anything. So he said, the Lord said, the Supreme Personality of God had said to the Brahmana, I'm completely under the control of my devotees. Indeed, I'm not at all independent. Wow. Because my devotees are completely devoid of material desires, I sit only within the course of their hearts. What to speak of my devotee? Even those who are devotees of my devotee are very dear to me. The pure devotee is always within the core of my heart, and I am always in the heart of the pure devotee. My devotees do not know anything else but me, and I do not know anyone else but them. So this is a very nice example. It shows how the Lord thinks himself dependent of the devotee. And also Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in Madhurya Kadambini, he describes how actually the Lord gives the mercy, but he gives the mercy through the devotees. I'll just read this part because it's his exactly Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's words. He says, in proposing the unqualified causeless mercy of the devotee as the cause of devotion in another person, one may object that the devotee's mercy, like the Lord's, can be partial. Considering the case of the Madhyama Bhakta, one finds he does exhibit partiality or discretion in this distribution of mercy. For it is said in the Bhagavatam, Prema Maitri Kripopepsha Karoti Samadhyama. He exhibits prema towards the Lord, friendship to the devotees, mercy to the innocent, and disregard for those hostile to bhakti. In other words, this partiality is accepted as the natural characteristic of the Madhyama Bhakta. Since the Lord is subservient to his devotee, he lets his mercy follow after the mercy of his devotee, and there is no irregularity in this. So he says, this phrase is the most important. I will just read it again. He says, since the Lord is subservient to his devotee, he lets his mercy follow after the mercy of his devotee. So, if a pure devotee gives you his mercy, then that's it. The Lord will also give you his mercy. It's not that he is forced to do this, but it's a relationship of love. Srila Prabhupada gives this example. They were, I think it was in Mumbai, in Juhu Beach. And Srila Prabhupada saw this millionaire, a very rich person. He was rich, and Srila Prabhupada knew who he was. And he had a son. And someone came and gave a candy to his son. And this very cheap candy. And his son was very happy. And the millionaire was also very happy. So Srila Prabhupada saw this and he was like, wow. He was explaining to the devotee that, see, that's exactly how it happens. You know, you can go to this millionaire, what can you offer him? You can offer him an expensive car. He doesn't. He has it already. You cannot offer him anything. But if you please his child, then he will be very easily pleased with you. So like, wow, okay. This 5 paisa candy or whatever it is. 5 rupees now. 2 rupees, 1 rupee. You give to the child, and then he's automatically happy. Also the millionaire. So, so the point is that if we try to please Krishna, it's going to be very difficult. He has everything. But if you try to please his pure devotees, then if they are pleased, that's it. So you cannot please Lord Krishna without pleasing his devotees. You can't please Krishna without his representatives. And usually the Kanishta Adhikari, the beginner devotee, has this idea. There's Krishna is there, okay, on the altar. There's my spiritual master, maybe. Okay, and all the others are rascals. Sometimes. There's this mentality. All the others, we don't care about the others, because who cares? No, they are just some some rascals. It's just between me and Krishna. And maybe my spiritual master, maybe. And then the more you advance, you understand, okay, Lord Chaitanya can give me some mercy, my spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada can give some mercy, my spiritual master can give some mercy, maybe Lalit Govinda Prabhu can give some mercy. And then you advance, maybe even Ananta Prabhu can give some mercy. And then when you grow up, you're like, oh, maybe this new Bhakta can give you some mercy also. Who knows? Actually, there's this example in Bhagavatam. And also the other thing, if I offend this new Bhakta, who is not even a devotee in my conception, then I might get some reaction. And there's this example with the stepmother of Dhruva Maharaj. Because Dhruva Maharaj, when he's trying to get into the lap of his father, and his stepmother is stopping him and offending him, he's not a devotee. He's not even a devotee, you know. But still, his stepmother gets the reactions for it, because he later becomes a devotee. So his stepmother gets the reaction. So careful. So the point is that Srila Prabhupada means Srila Prabhupada and all his representatives. And Srila Prabhupada's mercy comes through all his representatives. Whoever is following in somehow, maybe he's dear to Srila Prabhupada. So we should see from this perspective. So depending on how we deal with the devotees, this might help us get the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and Krishna, or it might block the mercy. Because Maharaj explained yesterday, if you offend the devotees, it's not so good, no? Because they are very dear to Krishna and Srila Prabhupada. And actually, in this chain, in this succession from Shraddha to Prema, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains that devotee association is like the water that you put at every stage, the devotional plant to grow. If you don't have water, it will not grow. So without the association of devotees, you cannot grow from one stage to another. And even if you get, even you cannot get the seed of the plant without the association of devotee. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur spends one chapter to explain that bhakti comes from bhakti, which sounds like very simple. But the point is, without being in contact with the bhakti in the heart of a devotee, you cannot get bhakti. You cannot get devotion without. So the point is that our spiritual life is completely dependent on the association of the devotees. That's why Srila Prabhupada made these temples. He made them as places where you can associate with the devotees. You can just come and associate with the devotees. There are some devotees. And staying in the association of the devotees is the biggest challenge in Kali Yuga. Yes. And the greatest benefit, if you can stay in the association of the devotees and somehow tolerate and somehow not offend them and so on, then it's very easy to get spiritual growth. So that's the challenge in Kali Yuga, how to cooperate nicely. As Maharaj was saying, that this is the desire of Srila Prabhupada. Sometimes devotees say that, oh, this devotee is like this devotee is like that, this devotee, and this happens. And these devotees, instead of associating with the devotees, or at least they hear some Hare Krishna, there's something, they go and associate with non-devotees. So, is this better? Probably not. So the point is association of devotees is very important. And it's also important what you do in the association of devotees. There's 6 loving exchanges. Shri Panchatattva ki jai, Shri Gauranitai ki jai. We like prasadam, the prasadam part. Srila Rupa Goswami says it, so you have to take prasadam and give other prasadam. So that's good. But actually the most important is called inquiring confidentially and revealing one's mind in confidence, which doesn't mean, as Maharaj says, telling that I hate this devotee. That's not confidential. It means talking about Krishna. Yeah, and in some way. His Holiness Niranjana Swami, he says, he has this book, Taking Care of Krishna's Devotees, something like that. And he says in this book that devotee association means Srimad Bhagavatam class. That's what Maharaj says. He quotes even the translation of Srila Prabhupada of this verse in 2nd chapter of 1st canto. Next one. Nashta Prayesha Vadri. Which mainly says that the verse itself says that you have to continue hear Bhagavatam. It doesn't say. And the translation Srila Prabhupada gives is a bit different. It says, by regular attendance of classes on Srimad Bhagavatam. This is not in the verse. But Srila Prabhupada says this to emphasize, okay, this is devotee association. Of course, it doesn't mean that when you take prasadam, you're not allowed to talk about Krishna. But he puts some emphasis on this. So if you are in the association of the devotees, sometimes you have devotees, they come for Sunday feast and then they take ice cream outside. And they come for prasadam. That's good. I mean, it's good step, you know. But probably they would get a bigger benefit if they would come for class and hear something about Krishna. So, yeah, that's the point. So the whole purpose of this temple is to just invite people to come, see the deities, chant Hare Krishna, hear about Krishna. Of course, take prasadam. We're not against prasadam. That's also part of it. But, yeah, the Srila Prabhupada made this process, and it still works, you know. Sometimes we have this Be a Monk challenge, and sometimes we invite devotees for a weekend. And we say with Ramatirtha Prabhu that our promotion will just make pictures. When they come and when they leave. That's it. That's our promotion. And then, of course, we have this fancy name. It's called Be a Monk Challenge, and we also have called Weekend Warriors, and I don't know. We have this fancy name. But what it happens is we're just following sadhana bhakti. And the interesting thing is that they come, they follow sadhana bhakti for 2 days, and they go and they are happy. It actually works. So, okay, you know, why not try? So we invite devotees also to do this. We even have a slogan. Probably we can improve it. That devotees to inspire the devotees that they might even try temple life. It says temple life is a career better than an engineer. So from a spiritual perspective, it's better to live in the temple than to be an engineer. Oh, of course, you can do that. And okay, and because today is Gadadhar Pandit's appearance, we can see he applied these principles in his life. So first thing, he was when he booked his house for this appearance, he booked it very close to the devotees. So he booked a place very close to. So his neighbor, I don't know if it's his direct neighbor, but it's very close to Advaita Acharya's house. If you go to Mayapur, and Shiva Sangan is where everything happened, where all these amazing kirtans, 12-hour kirtan, 24 hours, I don't know, this amazing kirtan. It's like less than 100 meters from his house. So he booked a good position, you know. He didn't live in the temple. I mean, there was no temple, but he found himself a good position, you know. And he's also not so far from Lord Chaitanya's house. I don't know if the places on Google are the exact location, but on Google. So it's good to follow in his footsteps. If you cannot live in the temple, there's some devotees. They live upstairs from Govinda's. They live a bit further. So that's also good enough that you can come very fast to them. And one other thing, he was reading Srimad Bhagavatam every day for Lord Chaitanya. Probably it's very sweet if you hear Srimad Bhagavatam read by Gadadhar Pandit. And he was always crying in ecstasy when he would read. There was this devotee who came. I don't know if it's probably it wasn't Narottam Das Thakur. There was this devotee who came a bit after Lord Chaitanya, maybe Raghunadas Goswami, and he wanted to associate with the devotees, and they were all going. And then at some point he came to Gadadhar Pandit because he was known for his reciting Srimad Bhagavatam. He said, I would like to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. And then Gadadhar Pandit looked at his Srimad Bhagavatam copy and said, you know, I'm sorry, but I can't read it anymore. Because he was always crying in ecstasy, so it was not readable anymore. So, but still, even if Gadadhar Pandit's copy was not readable anymore, we got some copies. Today is also in Global ISKCON Day. It's the start of Bhadra campaign. So this is a campaign a few months until Bhadra Purnima, where we're trying to distribute Srimad Bhagavatam sets, as many as possible. So I'm sure Gadadhar Pandit will be happy if the devotees will take some, if they don't have, they can have Srimad Bhagavatam set. And if they have it, they can have Chaitanya Charitamrita. And if they have both, they can have some for their friends. Or for the enemies. Oh yeah, I guess probably Gadadhar Pandit will be very happy. Okay, we stop here. If there's some comments, questions. Maharaj, you want to add something?
How much are you selling the Bhagavatam?
This is 200 only.
Oh, it's 200. It's 100 off discount.
Today only.
Only today. What about the Chaitanya Charitamrita sets?
We'll see. Probably 150 or something like this.
How much are they regularly?
I mean, depends. We're artistic. In the shop they are a bit, but we have underground mafia. So in special occasions. So, if you agree, you can sign for whoever takes it today. Okay. That I was hoping you would say that. Thank you. We have more, so it's not no problem. Okay. Bhagavatam at least, Chaitanya Charitamrita.
We're selling out quick.
Quick, it's limited offer. We have only 20 or something. So.
How long is the Bhagavad campaign for? Just one day?
No. This is just starting today, so it's 3 months. I guess Bhadra Purnima is September or August summer. No, but I saw this announcement that today they are launching with Vaisheshika Prabhu, and I was like, okay, it's Gadadhar Pandit. It was, it's a festival.
Better sell it for $199.
$199, okay. Okay.
Next week I'll be 200.
Next week will be 200. Okay. Good. Special offer. Right. Toshan Krishna Prabhu has a question.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you for lecture. I want to ask, what kind of symptoms are when we get mercy because when we serve devotee and not offending them?
Symptoms?
Yes.
Well, as far as I understand, first symptom is that you're still here. So if you're still here, then it means you get some mercy from some devotee. Probably Maharaj wants to say.
You might become conscious of Krishna.
You might become conscious of Krishna. First symptoms of in Bhakti Yoga is that you suffer less and you develop some good quality.
Bhakti Pareshnu Vyaktir Anyatra Trika Ekakala Vadamasya Yatashtitos Tushti Pushti Shudapaya Nugasa. Means Bhakti Pareshnu Vyaktir, that by performance of devotional service you become aware of how everyone and everything is related to Krishna. And at the same time, you become detached from the things that draw your mind away from Krishna. And you develop love for everyone and everything in relation to Krishna. Just like if you eat a meal, with every bite you feel growing satisfaction, alleviation of hunger and strength, growing strength.
And one little more. Is it important the mood in which we serve devotees? Because we can serve in any mood devotees.
Yes. Of course. You can try when you serve prasadam to Maharaj to just throw the plate there. It's here, but I don't want to serve you. But yeah, of course, it's important. But first it should be with some care and attention. And if you develop some love in the meantime, is also good. But at least some care and attention and some respect should be there. It's good to have. And on the other thing, how usually Maharaj said the symptoms you're advancing, and the symptoms that you're offending the devotees is that you have problems in your spiritual life. And many times Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that first symptom is that loss of intelligence, which is very hard to detect if you lose your intelligence. But that's the symptom that because you might say there's no I offended this devotee and there's no reaction. No, there's instant reaction. You lose your intelligence, you lose your taste for devotional service. So if you lose our taste, you might think that maybe it has something to do with that. That's Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur saying. Okay. I don't know if you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You want to add something, Maharaj? Okay. Thank you so much. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. super offer, €199 for Srimad Bhagavatam said today only. Ki.
How much?
150.
149.
149, sorry.
For you, make no profit.
From you we make no profit. We even have a second-hand Croatian.
Ja sada trčim.
No, but I saw it. Last call.